Hello fellow rebels, and welcome back to the channel on this really sunny day, September, and it's about 21-22 degrees, and we're up here in Fethard in St. Mogue's Church, and we're here for a very special reason. So I've been looking up and I've seen on the Salt Mills Facebook page about some of the history of Loftus Hall and one of the inhabitants of Loftus Hall and her story, which is quite different to the story that's been told, and I've never heard it before. A couple of older ladies were telling the story on the Salt Mills page, and it was fascinating, and so I said I had to come up here, find, it's actually called an vault, a vault crypt where someone was buried, and apparently the grave or the coffin is A-shaped because of the person that they had to put in it, which I've never heard of in my life, but we're going to explore it today. I'm going to tell you a bit of the story as well, and yeah, absolutely fascinating. So the day is fantastic, the weather is unreal, the roads a bit sketchy coming up here, but we're going to try find a vault here, and then I'm going to tell you the story that I was told. So a bit of storytelling with Deise Rebel today. So this is the vaulted crypt here. This here, the vaulted crypt as far as I know. Remember the ladies were telling the story and they were sitting up on that. I'm not sure if that goes into anything in there. I don't know, I don't think so. I only see stones and stuff, so I don't think there's that in there. Yeah, so it's fascinating. I don't know how we get down there, or if we can get down there, but let's have a look. Can we get down there? Leave my helmet up here in my bag. It's roasting, so I'm going to take my jacket off as well. Let's see if we can get down here. Yeah, I don't know if we keep it safe underfoot. That was really, so you can see the crypt there. You can see the kind of the stone marking along the side of it. See along there, you can see that it's sealed there as well. I'll go over the other side and have a look. Oh, I need to be walking over a grave. If there's any description here for anything. No. Okay, you can get a better view of it. Yeah, you can see it there. It's kind of, if I can get down there now, I will. Right, so, okay, so we're down. So you can see it's vaulted there, or it's sealed there. See along here, along the edges. You can see it along there as well. And you can actually see it back here then as well. You can see the stone work that was changed there. See, it's there, so it's that's the crypt in there. Obviously sealed then, whatever way they done it back then. Yeah, and it's really overgrown, so obviously nobody's tended to or anything like that. So yeah, that's very interesting. Like I said, it's an A-shaped vault. So the original story was that a stranger knocked on the door one night, and the stranger came in, and it was from a shipwreck. Back then there was a lot of abandoned ship with the rough weather and everything like that, and it wasn't uncommon for somebody to knock on the door and seek accommodation, or seek can't think of the word now, but you know, seek a roof over their head. So what they done was, this stranger was supposed to have come along, stayed a couple of weeks, befriended Anne Tottenham. I think I said her name back there. If I didn't, I meant to say her name. So the vault crypt here is belonging to Anne Tottenham, and the story was, since my childhood, you know, it's over 30 years since my childhood, and the story was always that it was game of cards then one night, and he dropped the card, and when she went to pick it up, or the other way around, and she seen the hoof, and then it was supposed to be the devil, so the devil shot through the roof, and then she was driven insane then from seeing the devil, and all that kind of stuff as well. And they were saying that's why she was in the A vault, because she was in the A position, like, you know, the fetal position, because she was driven so mad seeing the devil. But I've seen a different story of it in the last week or so, and it was told on the Salt Mills page. It was the story that, again, it was a shipwreck, and a stranger came for refuge. So they left him in, and Anne was a young woman at this stage, and he befriended Anne, and they were friends, and they used to socialise in the tapestry room, I think. So they became friends and all that kind of stuff, and apparently she became pregnant. And on hearing this, the father threw the guy out, and he was forsaken to come back to the house again. So that drove Anne mad, drove her crazy, insane, apparently. And they actually found years ago, I don't know how long ago it was, but they actually found skeletal remains of a young child in the wall cavity there. So that backs up the story of her being pregnant and what's happened to her there. So the reason this is an A-shaped crypt is because she was driven insane, because it was the love of her life, and she wasn't allowed to see him. She was barred from seeing him, and that drove her insane. And it's a story of, you know, love, loss, childbirth as well, you know. And back in them times, I think if they weren't married, then it was seen as a bad thing, you know. So I said I'd come out here, show you Anne Tottingham's A vault crypt. Yeah, it's a fascinating story, like, when you think about it. I wanted to tell Anne's story from the story that I heard recently from residents from the Salt Mills. So, you know, I really think that story definitely has truth in it, especially with the skeletal remains found in the wall and that as well, you know. Loftus Hall for years has been known as this ghostly place where they haven't been able to patch up the hole in the ceiling because the devil went through it and all that kind of stuff as well. Now it seems that it's not true. Still a fascinating story, and Loftus Hall now has actually undergone a renovation. When they open it up, I hope to bring down the video and I show you. And they're bringing it to be a luxury 5-star hotel, I think, 5-star hotel and spa. And it's supposed to be like 500 quid a night to stay there, which is a lot of money. But, you know, the history they have there, the tapestry room, all that kind of stuff, is definitely well worth having a look at. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the story now. And if you've heard anything of Loftus Hall and Anne Tottingham, let me know in the comments. Or if you have any places you'd like me to go and have a look, let me know also in the comments. But yeah, so we're going to have a look around Fethard now. Fethard looks like a really beautiful place. We'll have a look more around the church here and see what it's like, see if there's anything else. I've always been fascinated with Loftus Hall, but even more so now that it's not devil going through the roof, you know. Yeah, there seems to be different kind of tombs there as well, don't they? It's definitely a real old style graveyard anyway. It says the church is it says that the church there's mass on Sundays or something like that as well. So it's still an active church, like. There's remains of old castle over there as well. See over there. So they might be worth having a look at now in a minute when we're finished over here. For sure. It's an interesting place. Love to see inside. What is this? That's unusual. Listen to an anchor with the chain across. Love and memory of James M. Thomas on M.M. Taro, who's departed this life November 4th, 1909, aged 52 years. Oh, that's very interesting, isn't it? Look at the anchor there. It's such an old school place, but look, the windows are open, so somebody uses it, you know. some markings on the grave rank. We'll have a little look down here. I don't think there's anything down here anyway. Nothing of note. It's just an old boiler. Yeah, just an old boiler and stuff. Yeah. So, the vault. I don't know what that is. But yeah, let's have a look through Fethard. See what's there. We might stop somewhere for something to eat, so that'd be cool too. Keep roasting. So we're going to go over here now and have a look at this tower over here. See what that's all about. So we're going to have a look at this. Let's go. Fethard Castle walk. Fethard Castle, obviously. Yeah, knocking on the walk is absolutely roasted, but there's St. Mogues, Fethard Castle, all around here as well. Handy enough. This is Fethard Castle. Don't know the history of it. I'll Google it and I'll pop something up on the screen if there's nothing else up here for the history. We'll have a little look over here. Seen the Norman Way, I said, so we might have some history of it over there. Look at it again. Beautiful area. Really is. Sweating. Oi, here we go. The Norman Way. So Fethard Castle in its pomp, as they say. So Fethard Castle. The land here was granted to Richard de Londres in the year 1200 on condition he built a castle to defend his property. The Norman moat. A moat is a man-made mount. The moat and bailey were surrounded by a fence and bank of earth, as well as an open ditch which was often filled with water. The stone castle. So the stone castle was built in several phases during the 14th and 15th centuries. The earliest part of the castle is a gatehouse locked located on the eastern side of the building. The castle was built by the Bishop of Ferns as a summer residence. Crean-latted circular tower was topped by a bellcote. Cool. In the 17th century, Fethard Castle became the property of the Loftus family. Oh, Loftus Hall. Wow, hey, nice to tidy into that. Or to weave its way into my story from today. I didn't know that. That's a coincidence now. Loftus Hall is another site along. Oh, the Norman Ways belong. Loftus Hall belonged to the Norman Way. Wow, I could not have planned for that any better. Link to Loftus Hall. We're discovering today. Okay, have some history for the church. Fethard Church of Ireland was built in 1837 on the site of an older structure. Church and its windows are detailed in Georgian Gothic style, which is reminiscent of the older medieval church which once stood there. No other trace of the medieval church survive apart from the decorated grey slab and some architectural fragments. Sweet. Oh, the barracks. So this here is an old barracks. So a two-storey Royal Irish Constabulary barracks, part of Fethard's main street since 1877. Jeez, old red sandstone. Barracks was destroyed in 1920 during the Irish War of Independence. Cool. According to witnesses, the explosive proved to be more successful and blew the roof completely off the barracks. As you do. Brilliant. So let's look at some bikes. GS's there, lovely, aren't they? Really nice. 1150 GS. Nice. Oh, that is lovely. Really nice. The wheelhouse. So I'm just going to go up and get Bonnie, and then I'm going to come back down here for a bit of lunch. Bonnie's too far away. I have my jacket and my helmet up there as well because it's too warm to carry. So I'm going to get Bonnie there, come back down to the wheelhouse. You see the outdoor stuff here, look, really nice outdoor area. So we're going to get a bit of lunch, chill out, Oh, I'm delighted I came up here now. The weather's been fantastic. A lot of history as well, and a few other things to pick up. I'm going to go further down the street when I'm done on the bike, and we'll explore down there and see what's down there as well. So like I said, let's get something to eat first. That's the main thing. I keep looking here or here, just getting used to the camera. So let's put on our jacket. Oh, it's roasting, and then head down. I've decided Bonnie can stay here instead. There's no point putting on my jacket and it's only there. I'm bringing Bonnie down there, so Bonnie's locked there anyway. So just gonna head down, have jacket and a helmet, a bag with me. So I'm just gonna head down there. We're literally here now, so